Peace and blessings. Namaste to all the light workers all over the world. Today's message, get out of the realm of absolutes. It's time to. Absolutes is the greatest division amongst mankind that actually exists. And it will keep you closed-minded and prevent you from expanding your consciousness. So, what am I talking about when I'm saying absolutes? I'm saying the mindset that it's either black or white, right or wrong, love or hate, Democrat, Republican, all of these things, okay, that keeps us in a mode of division here, okay? It's a 3D programmed construct that we have to overcome. That is the realm of duality, and the realm of duality only exists in three-dimensional space. It does not in 4 and 5 and above. Why? Because the higher you go and you're expanding your consciousness, the more you know that the realm of duality simply does not exist. It's an illusion. Now, let me tell you how we process duality from the realms of the Ein Sof. We understand that each and every individual soul expression or emanation that comes forth from the Ein Sof has its own journey, experience, wisdom, and each individual soul has something very unique to offer. And does that mean that it's always going to be compatible with someone else's journey? No. But should that stop you from listening or learning from someone that has an opposing viewpoint of you? Not at all. As a matter of fact, opposing viewpoints are actually designed to help sharpen one another so that we all can grow. But when you deal in the realm of absolutes, a lot of times the mindset is either this person is for me or against me. They either think like me or they're not a part of my team. Where do we get off on that? I mean, honestly, where do we get off on that? See, we've seen these tactics of duality and division throughout our lifespans, right? We've seen it in religion. We've seen it in politics. We've seen it in classism. We've seen it in racism, where we've drawn these defining lines that identify this from that. But see, coming from the realms of the Ein Sof, this does not exist at all. Because what the 3D realm deems as duality, we see as polarity. What do I mean by polarity? Well, I mean that these two things are not separate. Love and hate are not separate concepts. They're varying degrees of the exact same thing. Okay? I'm going to explain this a little bit better, and hopefully you'll get it. And you'll start to expand your consciousness to be more accepting of someone else's truth, journey, and experience, and how, even by listening to them, you can help edify your own. See, if you have love on this end and you have hate on this end, and you start off here, before you get to hate, you go to varying degrees before you get there, okay? So say this is a beautiful, perfect relationship where nothing else is going wrong and we're love. And say something happens in that relationship that, I don't know, builds distrust. We slide down a little bit, we like. Say we validate this distrust because we find that something happened. There was an unloyal act, or a disloyal act. We start to slide down a little bit more. Now we are dislike. Say you've gotten to the point where you just can't return, or this person damaged you and hurt you so much that you have slid all the way down to hate. There's a reason why they said it was a thin line between love and hate, but in reality, there is no line between it. The line is the same line. You know, it's only one line, one end to the next end, and the varying degrees that exist between them. We can have these emotions manipulated through our experiences and our journeys, right? So, case in point, you can be in a relationship or even have family and friends, and something is said to you that rubs you the wrong way. And now the words that you're speaking out of your mouth is, oh, my cousin made me mad. My mom makes me mad. My father makes me mad. My husband, my wife, they're frustrating me. They made me so mad. But you're not even conscious of the words that you're speaking. We hear things, we regurgitate things, but we don't take in consideration the energy that's behind the words that we speak, right? So when you're saying, this person makes me mad, what you are indeed saying is, this person has the ability to control my emotional body, okay? You're not taking responsibility of your own emotions if you turn the power over to somebody else. And this lies true with people who disagree with you, or people that you feel like you just don't like. What is it about that person that you don't like? And is it a reflection of you? These are questions that we start to ponder upon when we're expanding our consciousness. And we're understanding that humanity is a race of itself. And each expression of us, whether it's human, angelic, whatever emanation that we came into, is all here for a journey. And the journey doesn't end when we close our eyes. It continues. We continue to evolve. So absolutes cannot exist, because if it did exist, there would be no evolution. Do you understand what I'm saying? There would be no expansion. There would be no growth. Every experience that we have here on this plane of existence and other planes of existence are all receivers and carriers of information to go back to the Ein Sof, so that we can continue to build upon foundations that was once laid that may or may not be working for us at this time. This is why we are constant creators. But how can you be a creator if you can't get past the world of duality? My view, from my perspective, is what helps shapes and molds my reality. And does it affect everyone else? Sure. But so is your neighbors. So is your cousins. Okay? So here you go. You have a starving wolf and his family, and say this wolf has not eaten for a very long time, but he's got little pups. And you own a farm, and you have sheep. Plenty of sheep. If sheep is a natural prey for the wolf, and the wolf snatches one of your sheep to feed its family, is the wolf evil, or is it a matter of perspective? See, in the realms of the Ein Sof, we know that this is an upward journey, a continual upward journey. And the higher you go, the more relative your experiences become. The stronger your ability to see a bigger picture than your one unique perspective of things that is holding you captive in these realms of absolute, because you can't see past your own reality. You can't see past your own truth. You can't see past your own experience. So you cause division. Those who are like you versus those who are not like you. And sometimes we create enemies that don't even exist based off of this. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. We have to get past these programs, social conditionings, things that are strategically placed in our path to keep us divided. Why? Because a house divided against itself cannot stand, right? So, humanity, if you are continually living in absolutes, okay, with your own perspective as being chief and not having the ability to transmute or transcend above that permeates within your own mind, you're part of the problem. We live in a realm of love and acceptance. This does not mean, and please do not mistake my words, I'm not saying to you that you need to be around toxicity or people who are trying to harm you or harm your family or any of those things. But what I am saying to you is that there's more than one perspective that governs our reality. And if you can learn to even accept those who are toxic because they're toxic and protect yourself, you're still not sitting around judging them either. They'll be their own judge. There's some universal laws that are in place that will see to that. You just make sure that you keep yours clean, all right? If you have to work through all types of times and dimensions to get your karma clean, I would suggest you go ahead and do that. But we transcend duality now. We're into polarity. And the higher you go, then you'll see that it's oneness and different expressions of a singular truth. That's all I have to say for now. I hope you get it. I tried to make it simple. I am Sophie. I love you all. We'll see each other soon.